Good evening and welcome to the special meeting of the Dayton Board of Selectmen, Wednesday, June 29th, 2022 at 6:03 p.m. This will be a Zoom-only meeting. And for those of you joining the Zoom meeting, the meeting ID number is 818-6015-3811. Passcode 846476. Phone login will be 1-929-205-6099. This agenda is subject to revisions, additions prior to the meeting. Public input may be provided using the following methods: contacting the Board of Selectmen office prior to this meeting at boardofselectmen@dayton-ma.gov or via Zoom login or call in. Continued play will occur on Dayton Channel 9 and on YouTube at www.youtube.com/Town of Dayton. This meeting is being recorded. The list of matters are those reasonably anticipated by the chair, which may be discussed at the meeting. All items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by law. At this time, since it is a Zoom meeting, I will call to order by asking the members to introduce themselves by saying present. Mr. Ken Pacheco,
Present.
Mr. Peter Karen,
Present.
Chairman Leonard Hull is present. We will be going into executive session to start our meeting. And I will accept the motion to enter into executive session.
I'll make a motion. Ken Pacheco will make a motion to go into executive session under Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3. 3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares.
Chair declares.
A, Dayton Firefighters, Local 4332, and B, Dayton Police Officers, Local 306. Under Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A7, to comply with or act under the authority of any general or specific or special law or federal grant in aid requirements. Executive session minutes. A, approval of the Board of Selectmen's executive session minutes, meetings of June 22nd, 2022.
I second that.
Motion by Peter Karen has been seconded. All those in favor? Mr.
Ken Pacheco is an aye.
Mr. Karen.
Aye.
Chairman Hull is an aye. We will be returning to an open session at the conclusion of our executive session. Thank you.
So those on Zoom who aren't on the board, if you could put yourselves back in the waiting room, and then right after the executive session, Karen Brady will let you back in, and then you can join us for the open session.
Do I have to do that, Mike? I have to put them in the waiting room?
Yeah, if you could individually, you can do that when you click over to more.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Karen.
Okay.
So the time is now 6:08. And Karen, would you be able to pause recording?
Sure.
And we're back in the open session meeting, Mr. Chairman. The time is
Welcome. The time is 6:30. Welcome back to open session. At this time, I would ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the
of the
flag
United
of the
States of
United
America
States of America
and to the republic for which it
which
stands,
stands
one nation, under God,
of God,
indivisible, with liberty and
liberty
justice.
and justice for all.
The first item on the agenda, under new business, review, discuss, and act the memorandum of understanding between town of Dayton and the Dayton Police Officers Mass Coalition of Police Local 306. One of the things that I would like to do, I noticed that Detective Ryan Richards, also president of the Police Officers Union, is present this evening. Mr. Richards, we want to thank you for your efforts and the efforts of your negotiating team and working with the Board of Selectmen. I would also like to give you the opportunity to express any concerns or appreciations you may have for these negotiation sessions, which I believe went well.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. Yeah, we worked tirelessly, myself and Mike Mullen, town administrator, we worked tirelessly on trying to get this grant, squared away. We worked back and forth real good. We appreciate what the town, offered us. And we're looking forward to implement the body cameras.
Thank you. Mr. Karen or Ms. Pacheco?
I have no questions.
No questions, just a comment. I thought they were very professional in dealing with us, and I'm glad it went as smooth as it did.
Mr. Richards, thank you very much. And Mr. Karen, I want to also thank you for the time and efforts that you put into the negotiations, working, of course, with Mike Mullen. Does an
You're welcome.
outstanding job for us.
Thank you, I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Yeah, can I actually want to thank Lieutenant Sean Cronin as well. Lieutenant Cronin last summer, he actually wrote the grant, I believe, Detective Richards, am I correct?
Correct, sir. He wrote the grant and reviewed it, and we got approved for it, and so.
So yeah, this was a team effort really over the last year, that I think with the implementation of body worn cameras, it's really gonna bring all of us up. And again, it was a team effort. I want to thank Selectman Karen, former Selectman DeGraffis, Detective Richards, Officer Barrows, Officer Ferreira, the chief, the lieutenant, everyone involved, and and bring us here. So thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to ratify the MOU.
I will read at this time, entertain a motion to ratify the memorandum of understanding between the town of Dayton and the Dayton Police Officers Massachusetts Coalition of Police Local 306.
I so move.
Second,
Motion made in second. All those in favor, Mr. Pacheco,
Aye.
Mr. Karen,
aye.
Chairman Hull is an aye. The motion passes. Next on our agenda, review, discuss, and act collective bargaining agreement between the town of Dayton and the Dayton Firefighters Local 4332. As we mentioned before, the negotiations went quite well. The relationship between the chief and the fire department is excellent, and that helped for these negotiations to go as smoothly as they did. I would also like to add that it is quite clear that the rank and file understands the economic issues facing the town of Dayton, and their requests were fair, and we were able to come to the contract as smoothly as we did because their request was reasonable and well within our opportunity to meet and work with them in meeting their needs. Thank Does anyone else have questions?
No,
No, I'm all set. Thank you.
I would also like to thank the bargaining team from the fire department, and Chief McGee, for all of their efforts in working with us. We met sometimes even on Saturday mornings, which was very nice of them to come in on their time. Unless there are any other further comments, I will entertain a motion to ratify the collective bargaining agreement between the town of Dayton and the Dayton Firefighters Local 4332.
I so move.
Second,
Motion made in second. All those in favor? Mr. Pacheco,
Aye.
Mr. Karen,
aye.
Chairman Hull is an aye. Next on the agenda, review, discuss and act the one-year cleaning service contract between the town of Dayton and M&S Cleaning Services, 33 Homestead Avenue, Rehoboth, Massachusetts.
Yes, this is a one-year contract in the amount of $32,000, which is the same as FY22. That allows the total value of the contract itself comes to $31,500. And just like we did for FY22, like we left a $500 contingency out in the contract for any unanticipated cleaning that comes up in like in the fiscal year as well. But we started this bid process about 3 to 4 weeks ago now. Like we actually sent the opportunity out to bid out to 6 local vendors, and we had one response only from our current vendor. I will say that we offered all 6 vendors, anyone else who was interested, the ability to do a site visit and a walkthrough. But the only bidder and the responsive bidder was M&S Cleaning, and they have always done a job well done for the town. And so I'm recommending approval tonight, Mr. Chairman and members of the board.
Do we have any questions, concerns from Mr. Pacheco and Mr. Karen?
I have a question on the contract for services long form, section 4E.
Yep.
Says the total of payments made against the contract shall not exceed $32,000 to aggregate costs, not including other related duties or incidental cleanups to improve the appearance of the cemetery to be assigned at the hourly rates. And I wasn't sure what cemetery we.
Yeah, no. So I actually apologize, Ken, because I saw that. I noticed that typo as well. Because we work off of a template contract, and I meant to change it in the course of the day, but I got sidetracked. But like if the board would entertain approving of the contract with the appropriate description of the cleaning services to be included in section 4E, I would appreciate it. And I'm sorry about that.
That was my only question.
Mr. Pacheco, thank you for noticing that. General observations in regards to M&S Cleaning Services. I'm in here, this building almost every day, and they do an excellent job. And they really work hard at it, and they have great pride in their efforts as well. Mr. Karen, any comments or questions?
Just a comment. I think it's great, and kudos to Mike for being able to keep the figure the same as last year. That's amazing when you consider the cost of or inflation in the cost of things today.
Yeah. So I mean, really, the credit, honestly, Peter, goes to the vendor itself, and I mean, it's very easy. For vendors and contractors to use inflation as a as an opportunity sometimes. And like I do think it really speaks, you know, to you know, the vendor and the partner that we have in M&S. So
Sure.
At this time, I will entertain a motion to approve the one-year cleaning service contract between the town of Dayton and MS Cleaning Services, 33 Homestead Avenue, Rehoboth, Mass, as amended.
I so move.
Second,
Motion made and second. Mr. Pacheco,
Aye.
Mr. Karen,
aye.
Chairman Hull is an aye. Review, discuss, and act fiscal year 2022 two-week vacation carryover request. Mr. Mullen, it's my understanding that we have to take each of these separately. Is that correct?
last week, the board took them all as one, and approved them as presented. So, I mean, they're all in order. These are the last of the remaining vacation time and carryover requests to come before the board. But yeah, in the meeting last week, the board took them as presented. So unless there's an individual question, I'd be happy to entertain any question that there is.
Mr. Pacheco, Mr. Karen, any questions?
No, I don't have any.
I don't have any.
At this time, then I will entertain a motion to approve the fiscal year 2022 two-week vacation carryover requests as presented this evening.
Just a clarification, not everybody asked for 2 weeks vacation carryover, so,
Oh, yeah, that's. thank
so
you,
I
Ken.
just want if I can make a motion that we approve the vacation carryover requests of all those that were presented to us tonight, or as presented tonight.
That is accurate. Thank you, Ken.
I'm just nitpicking tonight.
Huh?
I'm just nitpicking tonight.
No, you're exactly right. Thank you.
But all of them will state that only for the 2 weeks.
Up to the 2 weeks.
Up to the 2 weeks, yes.
Yes.
Mr. Karen, are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to accept.
I
A
thought I
motion
made-
to accept. I thought Ken made the motion.
I made the motion. We need a second.
Second?
I second Ken's motion.
Thank you. All those in favor, Mr. Pacheco,
Aye.
Mr. Karen,
Aye.
Chairman Hull is an aye. The motion passes. Public input. There's only one person. And actually, I think they have left. With that being said, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I so move.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Pacheco, second by Mr. Karen. All those in favor, Mr. Pacheco,
Aye.
Mr. Karen,
Aye.
Chairman Hull is an aye. That concludes our meeting for this evening. Thank you and have a good night.
Everybody
you
have a
too.
safe 4th. Take care.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Peter.
You
Thanks,
too.
Ken.
You're welcome.